Are you ready? Okay, let's dive right into this.
Part 1. The Flawless Art Restorer. Eleanor Vance was celebrated as one of the finest art restorers in Europe. Her eyes were considered a marvel of human precision. Eleanor was someone who could look at a 16th century oil painting and instantly detect the smallest microscopic mistake.
If you look closely enough, she would tell her apprentices, the world leaves nothing hidden. Everything you need to know is right in front of your eyes. Eleanor truly believed that her perfect vision protected her from any kind of deception.
Moving on to Part 2, the ultimate challenge.
The museum director presented Eleanor with her ultimate challenge, a newly discovered portrait believed to be a lost masterpiece by the Renaissance master Francesco de Luca. Some experts thought it was a modern forgery, a fake. Eleanor had to find the truth.
The painting depicted an elegant woman sitting by a window holding a silver pocket watch. I want you to really visualize this image in your mind. A woman, a window, a silver pocket watch. This specific visual detail is going to become absolutely crucial later in our story.
Part 3. Blinded by the details.
Eleanor locked herself in her laboratory for 3 entire weeks. Think about the intense methods she used. She analyzed the chemical composition of the pigments. She checked the exact age of the wooden frame under a microscope. She even examined the 400-year-old microscopic cracks in the painted silver. And guess what? Every single scientific test came back perfect.
Eleanor wrote a comprehensive report, certifying the painting as a genuine Francesco de Luca. The art world erupted in celebration. Her reputation soared to new heights. She was absolutely certain that the evidence proved the painting was completely real.
But months later, the grand exhibition opened. And this takes us to Part 4, the obvious mistake.
Suddenly, a young boy, no older than 8, walked up to the painting. "Look, Mom," the boy said. "The numbers on it are wrong." Imagine the sudden shock of this very simple observation. After all of Eleanor's complex science, a young boy sees something she entirely missed.
Let's read this critical sentence together, very carefully. The Roman numeral for the number 4 on the watch face was written as IV. Take a moment to let that sink in.
Now, here is the fascinating history behind this. Back in the 16th century, Italian clockmakers universally used the traditional clockmaker's 4. That is 4 letter I's in a row. I. The modern version, written with an I and a V, was an intentional signature left by a master forger to mock the experts. No Renaissance master would ever commit that error. This leads us to a crucial realization. She had spent weeks looking at the canvas through a microscope. She was so focused on the chemistry of the truth that she became blind to the logic of it. Her perfect vision had created a monumental blind spot. She looked so closely at the tiny details that she missed the obvious whole. Part 5. A new philosophy.
Eleanor did not hide her mistake. She exposed the forgery herself, and this brilliantly illustrates the moral of our story. Let's read it slowly. She taught her students that the eyes can easily be fooled when the mind thinks it knows everything. True vision, she learned, requires humility. Because sometimes the most dangerous illusions are the ones we build with our own certainty.
Part 6. Listening Comprehension Quiz. You all did a fantastic job following along. Now, I am going to ask you 3 simple questions about the story to test how much you understood.
Question 1. What was Eleanor Vance's profession? What was her job? Take a brief moment to think of the answer.
Question 2. What object was the woman in the painting holding? Try to recall that crucial visual detail we focused on earlier. And finally, question 3. Who noticed the mistake in the painting? Who was the person that pointed out the error on the canvas?
Let's reveal the correct answers. For question 1, Eleanor Vance was an art restorer. For question 2, the woman in the painting was holding a silver pocket watch. And for question 3, it was a young boy who noticed the mistake. Great job practicing your English listening skills today. Kaç tanesini bildiğini yoruma yazın.